Hello, welcome to this video showing you how effective Desmos classroom activities are for students working remotely. Desmos classroom activities are a series of interactive screens that individual students can work on and you as a teacher can see what they've done. For example, on this one, Land the Plane, a student works through this set of screens that helps them try and think and understand a bit more about the equation of a straight line. They can interact with this mathematically, so you'll see here they have to think about the gradient and what the gradient of the line is that's going to make this plane fly along this path and land correctly. Now, this particular one has a series of 7 screens, and what you're able to do as a teacher is send that out to a class of your students so they can enter the maths on here and you can see what they've done. For example, here's a small class of 5 students that I've sent this work out to, and you'll see from here as a teacher using this summary screen, I can see which parts of the activities that the students have completed and whether they've got them right so far. And there's various different activities on here. For example, here, this was a multi-choice question and there was some space for the student to explain their thinking, whereas back on this one here, you'll see that there were different equations that students typed in and I can see those students' responses. Now what you're able to do is when you distribute to the students, you can do a couple of things. You can anonymize this so the students, if they're seeing other responses, they don't know who they are, but you can see the individual students by name. And the other thing is you could possibly set this for students, say, to do over a week, and then when you get to the end of that time, you can press pause, and then that would stop the students continuing working from there. They're very easy to set up, and there's quite a lot of prepared activities that you can just set directly to your students. So if you go on to desmos.com and click on the classroom activities link, you'll see there's a huge number of collections on here and you can start exploring them. In particular, at MEI, if you go onto mei.org.uk/Desmos, you can see we've identified quite a few classroom activities that fit very nicely with the GCSE or AS Maths curriculum. Now, once you've found an activity you like, you do need to be logged in. But once you're logged in and you've found an activity that you like, all you need to do to send this out to your students is click this Create Class Code button. And now, if I click the View Dashboard, it tells me I can tell my students to go to student.desmos.com and type in this link, or alternatively, you can see here there's an address that I could just copy and paste and send directly to my students. They're really worth looking into, and as I say, they're great for setting for students to do remotely. There's also a huge amount of support available for you if you want to start using Desmos classroom activities a lot more. So back on this desmos.com page, if you see the learn more, learn.desmos.com link, follow that. There's a huge amount of material in here on how to use the classroom activities. And if you follow that, it goes through a lot more details about how you can set these activities for your students, how your students can get working on them.